Hello everyone and welcome to another video with me, Umber Rays, and today, well, we're getting into Christmas time, and Christmas time is a time to think about, you know, how the year has been, how good you've been, how bad you've been, be good to other people, be happy, find something that you like, maybe leave those feelings of badness behind and just have a great holiday. So of course, I want to wish all of you out there a happy holiday season. I hope you're all safe. I hope if you do any polls in your respective gacha game, that you have, get a little bit of luck and get a nice Christmas gift. And it doesn't even really matter to me if you believe in Christmas or not. Just believe in the good feelings that this season is supposed to have. But today I want to talk about something that is not brought up most of the time of the year by necessarily me or a lot of other people, and that is being grateful for what we have. Now, in a gacha game, of course, with the power creep and everything, there's always that feeling of greed that we want the newest, coolest thing, and I can respect that. I'm not here to talk about that you shouldn't want that or anything around that kind of topic. Today I want to talk about Epic 7 and the other side of gacha games and how lucky we kind of are in Brave Exvius. Now, I know a lot of people have already tuned out, but hey, good for you if you kept listening. So, what am I specifically talking about? Well, Epic 7 is a different kind of gacha game. For one thing, the gacha has, not just characters in it, it has essentially equipment as well. And that equipment can make a pretty big difference in the game. And to be totally fair, I'm not here to talk about the gacha today. I'm not even here to talk about necessarily some of the things that are really aggravating in Epic 7, like the much, much heavier grind fest that it can be on a regular basis. I'm not here to talk about any of that. And also, I'm going to be a little fair to Epic 7 first. First of all, I really kind of like the difficulty curve in Epic 7. It is that kind of mid-level content, and it also feels like sometimes that if you're not quite powerful enough, there is something that you can readily do, and just the free daily summons and everything. Epic 7 is actually a pretty fun little game. I like the strategy, I like the depth to it, I like that there's, a fair amount of complexity, but you kind of always feel like you're just getting more and more understanding as you keep playing it, and that's assuming you just don't go to the forums and ask for help and how to do everything. But I haven't been taking Epic 7 that seriously, so I've just been kind of enjoying the ride. So what am I talking about the thing that I do not like in Epic 7? Well, as it turns out, something that regularly seems to happen in Epic 7 and happened in a very big way recently was character nerfs. In the most recent patch of Epic 7, there was a update to the game that nerfed a whole bunch of characters, particularly one of the most powerful characters in the game, Tierra. And I think I'm pronouncing that name correctly. But why is this something that meant so much? Well, Epic 7 kind of has this neat thing in it where many of the 3 stars are not only viable in even late game, some of them are some of the strongest characters in the game. And that has made it very easy for a lot of people to get into the game. And people essentially, taking the base level character, you have to level them up, you have to promote them, you have to level them up again, then you have to promote them, then you have to enhance their abilities, and you have to promote. Anyway, you can put a ton of work into these characters. But the more recent nerfs have kind of actually dropped the quality of some of these characters considerably. Now, I'm not going into massive details because that is not the point of this video. If you're into the Epic 7 community, you probably already know what I'm talking about, and I'm not going to be exact because it doesn't really matter for this video. The point is that with Epic 7, you can get a character, put a lot of work into that character, and then in a couple of updates, if the team decides that they want to, they will just nerf that character potentially into the ground. And again, being totally fair on Epic 7 because I'm actually having a fair bit of fun with it. they have put a system in where a nerfed character, if you have them up to level 50, you can basically now get back everything that you put into the character, is my understanding of it. But it still feels kind of bad because a lot of people have been brought into Epic 7 on the promise of, hey, these 3-star characters, they actually are good enough. You don't need 5-star characters. But now it's kind of, the tide is changing a little bit. But the point of this video is about Brave Exvius, because yes, in Brave Exvius, I will admit, there just isn't a great balance of difficulty of content right now. I still feel like this year we've seen a big divide between, you know, easy content and extremely stupidly difficult content. I'd say that we have seen some incredible banners this year, like CG Lightning, for example, or hell, even the new Kingdom Hearts or Christmas Unit banner on Global. Kingdom Hearts on the JP side, Christmas Units on the Global side, the old Christmas Unit banner specifically, are really, really nice banners to kind of end the year and just continue the year with. We've seen some really good step-ups. We've seen some pretty damn amazing deals. We've gotten a lot of rewards this year. But one thing that we've never had to deal with in Brave Exvius is direct character nerfs, and that is kind of something to be a little bit grateful for in the scale of gacha, or in the grand scheme of all the different character or weapon gachas, or all of these things that are out there. And it should be noted that, to my understanding, and I do believe in Japan for gachas there are certain rules that gacha makers have to follow, and I think one of the rules is that once a character is out, you cannot nerf them. But either whether it's a rule or not, it is something that does kind of make me appreciate Brave Exvius a little bit more, and does make me feel a little bit better about playing this game. And that makes me, do I hate the game? No. It just sounds that way sometimes. But for all of our frustration and everything that we've had, for a lot of the shit that has happened over the entire year and will continue to happen into the new year, there is some really good things about Brave Exvius. And one thing that I'm always thankful for is kind of the community. A lot of the community is pretty damn helpful, if not sassy. A lot of the community is passionate, although too passionate in the YouTube comments sometimes. And I think that Brave Exvius still is a fair amount of fun, whether it's you enjoy collecting units, or the new sprites, or, you know, seeing what's next, like me on the JP side. It's kind of always a bit of a surprise what the next banner will be, most of the time. But, yeah. So it is Epic 7 has kind of helped me to appreciate the fact that we don't have character nerfs, and Dragalia Lost has definitely made me feel much better about duplicates in a gacha game, as well as just not having a triple-way gacha. So yeah, for everything that this year has brought and everything that will happen in the new year, I hope that to see a lot of you into the new year. I hope that you have a happy holiday season with your family, your friends, everyone. And I will continue to make videos into the new year. When 2019 comes, let's hope for an even better year than 2018. So cheers to all of you. This is just water. Drink responsibly. Have a good holiday, and see you in the next video. Cheers! Or, as we say in Japan, kanpai!